Hi guys, this is Scribbly again with another stationery review, and today I again have something very interesting for you. What I have for you today is the Maker's Cabinet Ferrule, a pencil extender. This is what it looks like, and before we dive into it, let's have a look at the packaging. It does come in the type of packaging that is very typical for Maker's Cabinet. If you check out some of the reviews of their other products that I have already filmed, the Hovel, which is like a pencil sharpener, or the Stria, for instance, which is a ruler, they also do come in similarly designed packaging. Says Ferrule here on the side, and you have some information here on the back. The pencil holder that extends your creativity. Ferrule is a solid brass pencil extender which elevates the pencil to the quality of a pen. Use the full life of your pencils and erasers whilst retaining function, even at their shortest length. So you can insert a pretty much, not exactly full-size pencil, up to, what does it say here? It doesn't actually say how long they can be. Let's see if I figure that out later. But I mean, you know, sort of like a moderately sized pencil all the way up until a stub, which you then insert into this front piece here, which has a collet. I'll show you that later on. So you can use them to their shortest length. It holds pencils of a diameter 7 to 8 millimeter and has a 25 millimeter long extendable eraser, and it includes 3 HB and 3 2B pencils and 3 erasers. The pencil extender was then in here, had like this little thingy in there. I have like a Blackwing pencil in it right now. You'll see that later on. Comes with a bunch of pencils as refills, what they call that, which I find kind of cool. And then you get some additional erasers. Shows you how to insert both eraser and pencil, and there's apparently an extra leather sheath that you could order with it, and you could also order any refills if you would want to from makerscabinet.com. Certainly maybe interesting for the eraser refills. Not sure how interesting this is for the pencil refills, just because of course it's a pencil extender, so you probably bought it, or you may want to buy it because of, you know, using up the pencils that you have, right? Depending on how you look at that. Great. So let's look at the thing in itself. First of all, it is a beautiful brass thing. Looks a little bit like a product that could have been made by Kaweco as well. Probably because of the hexagonal design right here, which of course is not a Kaweco thing. It's just like, you know, most pencils are hexagonal. So it's probably like that type of thinking that Maker's Cabinet has picked up on there. So the top part of that pencil is, or pencil extender, pencil holder, is cylindrical, and the bottom part is hexagonal. And where like this top part here has a fairly a sort of like a stable diameter, so to speak, that bottom part right here does flare out quite a bit, just to give you, you know, extra girth for gripping that pencil in order to have said, you know, pen experience while writing with a pencil. If that works for you or if that doesn't work for you is pretty much up to you and what you like. If you like a, you know, let me pick up a Blackwing here. If you like a thin pencil, just because you want to hold it in different ways for sketching and drawing, and if like, you know, if that's what you like, then quite likely this here is too thick for you. Then you might not like that. But, you know, if you don't mind a little bit, you know, girthier, heftier experience, and you use your pencil maybe for writing, but maybe also for drawing, then that might work for you. For me personally, it works very well. I do think it's like beautiful. I think it's very nice to hold a pencil like that and to write it. So for me, it works very well. As said, it's brass, so as you can already see right here, it will pick up patina, and you can of course polish that off if you like, which is very nice. On the top part here, you do have some knurling. You have this 25mm eraser that is in here. You have a very nice clip, folded clip, which works very well. It says M for Maker's Cabinet right here. You can screw that thing here out. That's where the eraser sits in. And then you could remove the clip as well if you would rather have this pen clipless. You will see this little cutout then here, which is for, you know, holding the clip in place. But I don't think it's like, no, it doesn't leave a big hole or gap in here. You barely see it. So I think aesthetically it's fine. I personally, the pencil won't roll away, of course, because it's hexagonal. I personally find it nicer with the clip, so I'll put it back on. Let's see if I can get that done here on the camera. Yep. Perfect. So then, pencil, how you get that, you see this like little dot here. Says Ferrule here, once you open it. Now you get that stub out. Inside here is a collet, a little bit inspired by, you know, milling and machining, and like the way how mills typically grab onto any tooling piece that you would like to turn. So you see that right here. It's that kind of collet that you have in here. It's operated by a spring, and it opens and closes like that. And that is how it would then grab onto a pencil. And if you do that without a pencil, you won't hear much when you do that. You do hear a click. And that click will be a little bit more pronounced when you have a pencil in. So you put a pencil in, and you can have it pretty much at any length. If you want it to stick out a little bit more, that will work. And then you turn it until you hear that click again. So now you would have like a little bit of a longer pencil. I personally like it a bit like that. There it goes. Fantastic. As said, if I compare it girth-wise with a regular pencil, again, of course, this is quite a beast. It is girthier than a regular pencil, of course. So if that will work for you or not is up to you. Maker's Cabinet. Ferrule. I think it's nice. I do really like writing with it like that. Just a beautiful piece. Last but not least, after you have seen it, let's just spend a minute or 2 or 3 debating, you know, the product category or the thing itself. So this, what cost, right? Cost. We need to talk about cost. I think you're looking at about 90 euro, 80 to 90 euro, a little bit depending on, you know, like where you buy it and so forth, for this package. With the erasers and with the extra pencils and so forth. So 90 euro. 90 euro, that's a bit of a mouthful. Even 80 euro, whatever, it's a mouthful for what it is. And some people will argue like that, probably like a pencil extender. Okay, so let's look at pencil extender, right? You could get that. That's also pencil extender, and that costs probably like 2 euro. Or $1 or whatever, you know, it's like much cheaper than this one. And it's a pencil extender. In the end, it will do the same thing, right? You can put your pencil stub in and you will have like a full length pencil and you can write with this. If you want to have it a bit more fancy, you know, that costs around 10 euro, Faber-Castell. That is the perfect pencil. That is also a pencil extender. Costs 10 euro, has even a sharpener, which this doesn't have. Also pencil extender. Well, yeah, but you can even get, you know, a little bit more crazy. This is also a pencil extender, Graf von Faber-Castell, costs around twice what this costs. I think this is like 150 euro, probably even a little bit more. I'll review that, by the way, in the future. If you're interested in it, stay tuned on my channel. Review of the perfect pencil will come soon. But yeah, this is also a pencil extender. It's an even more expensive one. So, a pencil extender for 90 euro. Is it worth it? I don't know. It's a little bit up to you. Of course, it is a toy. And like when I was scrolling the interwebs, I was finding actually a very interesting quote of a Reddit user. Because I was also a little bit interested in what other people think about this thing. And the quote goes as such: toys are part and parcel of any hobby. The art in designing a pencil toy is to make it useful enough that the target audience can justify the purchase and override any actual thoughts on its practicality they may be having. And I think that quote actually nails it pretty much, and I would subscribe to that. Yes, it's a toy. It's not outrageously expensive enough that you might not want to buy it, but it definitely is a toy, right? You don't buy this because you want to have a pencil extender. Then you buy this. But if you want to have a gadget, something cool, probably a heirloom product, because this is built as a tank. And if you want to have something a bit special, something that still is sustainable, right? Because you will be able to use your pencils to the very end and so forth. And something that adds a little bit extra to the hobby, and you're willing to get a toy, which as said is part and parcel of any hobby, right? I mean, it doesn't matter if it's pocket knives. You can get like a very cheap pocket knife that cuts very well. Yeah, I have, for instance, here a just simple pocket knife. I think that costs maybe 10 euro. But of course, there's also more expensive pocket knives, right? So think that's my 2 cents. That's my perspective, personal perspective. Of course, I personally do like this product a lot. I think it's super cool, and I think it definitely spices up writing with a pencil in a way. That's that from me. Let me hear what you think in the comments. I'll see you at the next review. Ciao, ciao.